King, I believe I've always done that. I believe I've always set a standard. When I dropped Young God, people had to step their game up. When I dropped Black Friday, people had to step their game up. You know what I'm saying? So now they're like kind of following the mold of that for the last 4 years. So now the Love Hate demos are just another bar, and then people's gonna have to climb that. But this time it's not just musically. This time it's music and content and meaning and the life behind it, the theories behind it. You know what I mean? The theology behind it. You feel me? So it's everything now. Now it's everything. Because now at the rappers, I'm going to get at you with the music. At the theologians and the teachers, I'm going to get at you with that. You feel me?
Yeah,
and we can chop it up and debate and do all that.
It's needed.
It's very needed. The Bible says it's good that you guys have disagreements so that we can figure out the perfect will of God. So if you think God's saying something and I think God's saying something else, it's actually a great thing, because now we're going to debate it until we both figure out and come to that, okay, nah, man, boom, you was right here, I was right kind of here, I was wrong here, boom, boom, boom. All the debate's going to do is cause y'all to find the truth. You know, that's what it is.
I guess the reason, one of the questions that we thought about when we were coming over here was, why now explain or give descriptions of because even something I saw you were talking about is there's a real need for you to not just know people who just listen to your music, but have a connection beyond what everybody else is sort of doing. And why now explain or give the portal for people to call, and if they have questions, before the excuses were, well, with Young God, there's holes in it that we could literally quickly try to expose or say of. Why now is there a difference with the Love Hate demo, and why are you so open to being open with that part of the project?
Because I think everything is a process. You know what I'm saying? When I did Young God, I did not have the concept in my head that was. When I did Young God, I didn't know that was a movement. So let's just start with that. I didn't know Young God was gonna be something that was gonna be bigger than me. Those was the two words that I felt I can relate to the most. You know what I'm saying? Like together, and that's why I started using the term. But I had no idea that it was gonna become like the YG and IMYG and the movement and this and now the YG community. Like I did not know that at all. So when it was Young God time, I was just actually doing music that was talking about my transformation. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It was there. And that's it. So why would I care to explain it when people was getting it and not getting it? You feel me? So like I was just in a state where it's like, you know, I'll see some fans and they're like, yo, Ray, I got you, yo, I understand. And then I'll run into other people that did not understand, but the ones that did not understand was like Pharisees at the time, you know what I'm saying? And I did not care about them or debating or none of that. So I was just like, forget it, bro. Whoever got it. Whoever don't. Let's rock. This time around, though, the difference is that I've, again, learning through these 3 years, you know what I'm saying? Everything that I've been learning, bro. I took, you know what I mean, hermeneutics class. I learned, I've always been into the scriptures. That's why I'm so confident to use the words I use, because I do my studying, you feel me? And if I am wrong, God always guides me. And he hasn't changed nothing of my theories in the last 4 years that was already there. You know what I'm saying? Like I started one way and I still believe the same things, dog, and it's just more vivid now. So I believe that now is the time that like it became real to me. Feel me? So now it's time to multiply into others. If I feel like I've been challenged by God, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if he's telling me, bro, if you really, really believe that you're a young God, like if you really believe that that's true, why you ain't bold about it? To the point that you're like, nah, this is true, this is what I believe in, to the point that now I'm going to disciple people and we're going to manifest. Young God's going to explode. It's going to be like a wildfire. Nobody can stop us at all. You feel me? No media, blog, none of that. You feel me? So it's like, this is the time for it. And the generation now is the time for it. You know what I'm saying? It's the time for it. The same thing with Jesus. Jesus had to be a Jew for 30 years. So he wasn't going around saying hypocrites or none of that. For 30 years, bro, he had to shut his mouth and be a perfect little good boy following his society. But after he got their recognition, after he got their co-sign because he did it. He was perfect. He did the Jewish laws. He was in his community. He did what he had to do. Then he had the actual right. Like, people don't know the background of being a Jew. You feel me? And to be a Jewish man or to even speak, you had to go. You had to learn. You had to go to school. You had to do this. By the time you're 30 is when they actually, if you're on point, they'll give you the honor to speak. So that's when it was time for him to speak and actually start going against everything that he was living for the past 30 years as a Jew. That's why he started contradicting his surroundings, and everything sounded like he was just completely backwards with the church, with everybody in his own time. And I feel that I'm like that too now, like where it's like, I believe Christianity and a lot of religions have become like that new Pharisee, that new idol that people, they only box God into that, and if it don't fit that mold, then it's not God. And I don't feel like that. I feel God is way bigger than any of those molds, any of those, you know what I'm saying, stuff, that structures, and the structures that was working 100 years ago ain't gonna work today. You feel me?
Yeah.
Same God, different structures. So I believe that God is really put in my heart like a structure, though, like a different type of, and it's just crazy. So I think it's a good time. I think now is the perfect time to have that communication, because a lot of these kids ain't at church. A lot of my friends ain't there. A lot of my peoples, they ain't there, but they chill with me all the time. I'm having conversations with them all the time, and I am the church, because that's what the Bible says. It says we are the church. So I don't go to church. I am the church. So if I'm with you at Starbucks, it's like, welcome to church, bro. You had your first church service.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that one-on-one discipleship, that's what Jesus did, though. Tell me what emails, what telephone, what internet, what blog, what radio commercials Jesus had. None. He just had one-on-one relationships with the people he was with his 12 dudes. Those 12 dudes did the same thing, shared his story, and look at where we are 2,000 plus years later talking about this same dude. Changed the world with 12 people. Feel me? Without Twitter. So it's like, this is what I think my music's been missing the whole time. You feel me? It was that back and forth conversation. Because I just used to drop music, and I'll let you be the judge of it, and you come up with whatever you want to think about it. Not no more. Now I'd rather take the time and actually conversate with somebody with the hopes that I may open your eyes to my real intention of the music. Because at the end of the day, the intention that you got from it is not the intention I wrote it with. So, you know what I mean? If I can correct you or help it, it's like, why not? You know what I'm saying? And then I've been doing it lately, and I'm seeing the results. Because a lot of the people that I would think was a hater, now they're like, yo, bro, like, wow, you just opened my eyes to that. Like, now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Wow, Ray, I appreciate that, man, taking the time. So it's like, I'm gaining so many fans. I'm gaining disciples, if you want to call it, because now they're gonna tell another person that asked them that same question, yo, what he meant by this. Now he's gonna tell him my answer. He ain't gonna tell him his interpretation of it. He's gonna tell him my answer. Nah, this means this. So just multiplication, bro, which is what the Bible tells us to do, make disciples. So that's where we at right now.
When I heard the album, number 9. It feels like you fell in love again with certain things you fell out of love with.
Word.
I mean, it was pretty easy to tell that part, but there's some certain lines you say, some certain things that I think something I said earlier when we spoke was that you stayed true to who you are regardless of what may be happening in the surroundings. Mm-hmm. But did you ever fall? Was there that point where, you know, this people may not even know this, but there are seasons where you may fall out of love of something you really, really enjoyed. Do you think you got to a place there because you were overworked, because the focus changed, because things didn't happen as quick as you wanted? Or what would you think would be the thing that happened that got you out of love for certain things?
Man, I would say the solitude, yo. Like, I think sometimes, like something that I went through in 2012, you know what I'm saying, kind of made me, I was put in a predicament sort of like Job, you know what I'm saying, where it's like I could have been gone, like this whole thing could have just been over, you know what I'm saying, from relationships with people to reputation, to ministry, to the music, to everything on a blink of an eye could have got taken away from me, you know what I'm saying. And this was in 2012, and in like around March, April 2012. So from then till now, practically a few months back from then till now, it's like I've been in a place of really like solitude, bro. Like weekend after weekend I was in here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No shonen, no chilling, no dating, no nothing. Like literally just being here. So being here, that song really speaks a lot of the what's going on, God. That song is that conversation. Like, bro, what's going on, bro? You feel me? Like I feel I'm next, but I'm stuck at the back of the line. Every time I see a flyer and it's whoever else. Every time I see Instagram picture, I'm looking at 4,000, 5,000 people in the crowd and listening to this song that goes whatever, and I'm like, oh, man, like this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like it is for them, which is cool. But it's like, what about me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still stuck right here in this exact same room. So a lot of these songs, especially in Fell in Love, it speaks a lot of like that frustration that I was having, you know what I'm saying? And being in that solitude, it's like I tried a million remedies. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm in here, I'm not showing it, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. So it's like like I say in the last two bars of the first verse, and I'm like, now it's just me and this bottle of wine, one night at a time. It's like, you know how many nights, brother, I was just here like, man, I might as well just stay home, man, pop me up a little bottle of wine and just relax, because if I do go out, I'm gonna get in trouble, you know what I mean? So I might as well just chill. And that was that, you feel me? But then you hear the second verse, the last two lines, and it's the same thing, you know. I'm like, if that's the dude you're saying next and I'm not in the line, I'm like, you're saying stay focused, it all will be fine. Okay, one night at a time. So it's like I learned how to fall in love with those dark moments, because again, in those dark moments is when God revealed himself to me. You know what I'm saying? Like me being alone in this room, I saw God. Me being heated, being frustrated, being all of the human things that we go through. You know what I'm saying? And I still was able to see his face. That's why the song's called Fell in Love. You know what I'm saying? Because I fell in love with the moment. Like even though it was the ugliest moment, but in that ugly moment, I saw God. So
Ray, do you think it affected or enhanced or inspired you to make music differently from going through that process of going through, you know, the struggles that you went through, learning certain things in the way, even in your darkest moments? You said you fell in love,
yes,
again with just doing music, with things that were simple to you before. Do you think in a way it enhanced the ability to make music? It got you inspired, it challenged you? What would you say it did?
It challenged me, man, because I learned how to make music when I didn't want to. I learned how to work through not being in a creative mood. I learned how to say, well, I'm gonna write these bars because I have to, not because I'm feeling inspired. You feel me? That's what 17-year-old dudes do. You feel me? I'm in the mood right now. I'm gonna make 20 beats right now. That's awesome. But what about when you're not in the mood? Can you still make 20 hot beats? You feel me? So this is what, musically speaking, the muscles I have right now are completely ridiculous, bro. I've made hit records in the worst times of my life, like the worst times of my life, you know what I'm saying? And I learned it, you know what I mean? Because being put in those predicaments, it just made me build the muscles, you know what I'm saying? To not be a slave to inspiration, but more towards what I need to do, my purpose, you feel me? So it definitely molded the way I make music and being in those moments.
Lastly, man, how do people get in contact with you? I know it's imyg.com, but
yeah,
your Instagram, your Facebook, stuff like that.
Man, yo, you can find me, you know what I'm saying, at imyg.com. You can definitely follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Rey King, ReyKing. You know what I'm saying? Or you can hit me up on a text, you know what I'm saying? 786-530-3017. I really text back, ask everybody, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically it, man. I'm willing to chop it up with you. If you have any questions, concerns, debates, whatever, yo, like holla at me, man, and let's chop it up.
Yeah. Look, I said I'm right here where I'm supposed to be. Me and everyone close to me, and if you ain't already close to me, then I highly doubt you're supposed to be like, supposedly. I hear they trying to throw stones at me, but they don't know I'm a rock star, rock boy, young overseas. I'm too gone. Bruce Wayne, Luke Kane, I'm overseas. I'm a young god, a true king. I'm certified, notary. I'm on a corn diet. Groceries, diamonds only my rosaries, and I never die. I multiply, I reproduce ovaries. If you don't change the world, then you ain't doing nothing. How you gon' change the world if you ain't doing nothing? Yeah, they say, Ray, yo, you too disgusting. But rap is what I do when I ain't doing nothing. Now I'm back in my old grind, 09, 08, young CEO, oh my, we so great, yes. And we the best, we next, yeah, so late. And we don't be on that BS, Olay. Yeah, you know the kid Glow Rudolph. Meaning I know where I'ma go, buddy, you lost. And this the winning team, buddy, you lost. So tell them losers, Kid Rocks with their shoes off. Yeah, and I still got a long way. But if you came to see me lose, you picked the wrong day. The devil don't sleep, that's what they all say. But we complete, buddy, we can sleep all day. Now I'm back on my grind, I'm turned up like 8 notches. I'm feeling like it's my time, I'm about to go cop 8 watches. Woo! I'm guessing the Macs, they can't stop us. We eatin', and them boys on that Weight Watchers. Yeah, she said she love me cause my pants sad. But I'm a boss, so I say blessings on her handbag. I spit that death, anthrax. I spit that fresh, Saran wrap. Yeah, the best understand that. No fear, give it to you right where you stand at. Yeah, we the truth, understand that. No fear, give it to you right where you stand at. Yeah.